Rue if she completes the program with Sable and gets good grades. So hopefully we see Zero and Yohei, the mercenary, Catface Johnson, partway through or at the end or something. I'm just going to keep watching until Catface Johnson shows up, and then it'll be 10 out of 10. So. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host of the most, I'm the Bomb, and of course with me every week is Nick.
Yahoo!
And Danny.
Yo!
And we're finally here to give you the spring first impressions. I know we're late because we're already like a little bit before halfway through the season, but I still want to give you the first impressions and figure out what we're watching for the rest of the season. I don't know, man. A lot of shows on here look really fun, and I had a lot of fun watching, sampling most of these. Some of them I was kind of like, we're not going to do that one. But, we can talk about that on the way. On the way, bitch. So let us know what you're watching. I'm very excited for some other ones that we're going to do in next week's batch that we didn't do this batch, so can't wait for First Impressions Part 2. But yeah, what do you guys? You think you're gonna load up this season or no? I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna load up. I have
no idea. Out of this batch, probably a few for sure. Spy Family and a couple others.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Danny?
We're probably gonna load.
You're gonna load up.
Share the load, Frodo.
There's a lot that I'm really enjoying.
Oh yeah, and there's also the sequels.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that shit. Golly.
Which in like a couple weeks we will be doing a sequel episode.
So we're basically just going to be doing like spring season sequels.
Yeah. But
pretty much.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, pretty much. So like we'll be doing that in a separate season because we didn't want to be like how we normally do it before. We were like, oh, My Hero Season 5, yeah, it's cool. If you're watching it, you're watching it. Okay, moving on. So this way we get to talk about what we're still hanging on to from, last season or the year before or whatever. So, but yeah, let's just jump into it, dude. Let's just do it. Links.animesummit.net. That's where you can find everything right there. Where to listen, where to join the Discord, YouTube, subscribe. Patreon.com/AnimeSummit. Become a patron today. Get some exclusive podcasts and things like that. Get some episodes early. If I get them edited early enough, then you can have them early. And then, yeah, dude, let's just do it. Listener question of the week, Nick.
This is by Noxos. And the question is, what is the angriest an anime has ever made you? And for them, it was the end of Pancreas. Or that was a movie, right? I want to eat your pancreas.
Yeah,
yes.
It was a movie.
I haven't seen that one yet. Did they actually eat the pancreas? Is that what made him angry?
Did he actually eat it?
I need to watch that one.
Elfen Lied made me pretty pissed off.
Yeah, Elfen Lied's kind of disappointing. It's one of those.
Aiken also really got me pissed.
Here we go.
Dude, Aiken was pretty fucking good.
I've mentioned this before, so I don't really. Tenjo Tenge is one that pissed me off. Because it starts off really good, and then apparently there's a whole arc called the flashback arc, and it takes up like the whole middle of the show, like from episode 8 to 21 or something. It's dumb. And the reason why that's annoying is because they set up these really cool characters who are the main characters of the story, but then for most of the damn show, you're watching these other characters to set up the villain, and it's just like it did not need this much. You could have done this in like 1 or 2 eps or none at all. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently the manga's like way better, and there is like an arc called the flashback arc, but like I think they do it a little later. I have no idea, but anyway, yeah, that made me really mad. Nick. Everything makes Nick mad, so I don't know.
First of all, I don't get mad. I get stabby. Okay. That was my fat Tony. I don't know. I don't really get mad at for real though. I don't really get mad at anime, but if I had to pick something, maybe like disappointed. Okay. So here we go. Plastic Memories. This is an interesting one because it had a good intro, or a good opening and a good ending to the show. But the middle was a mess. So I was disappointed in the middle of that one. It was like a reverse Oreo. It was like an Oreo made out of cream, and then you had the cookie on the inside. Okay?
That actually sounds pretty good, Loki.
Your fingers would get all smudged from the cream, too, so there's that. But that was one of those, like, sad dying girl tropes, like robot. It was kind of like Chobits, a little bit, I think, which I haven't seen Chobits, but people say it's similar. So I'd say it's still worth checking out Plastic Memories, if you want to feel a little sappy. But yeah, the middle of the show is kind of a mess. So it's not as good as they knew how to start and they knew how to end it. I always say that. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also get mad when characters just don't fuck. But that's kind of a generic anime thing. That's not just one show.
Sure, yeah.
I guess in what do you call it? My Dress Up Darling, when they're like literally about to bone and then they don't. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
What are you doing, bro?
Use that duck.
Speaking of tropes,
Anyway.
tropes that are, that are annoying to us.
Oh, you know what? Fuck this. Berserk 2016. That made me mad, dude.
Oh yeah.
Just the whole show.
Yeah.
Because like they just like disrespected a classic manga, and it's like, what the fuck?
We finally get a sequel in this way. This is how you do, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of tropes, there are things that annoying tropes or whatever. I guessed it on the Strictly Series podcast, and there is they do an anime section where it's just strictly anime, called Strictly Anime Podcast. Then they have a show called Strictly JoJo. But I guessed it on the Strictly Anime, and we talked about tropes. So that was really funny. But yeah, you should... I'll remind you again when it gets closer. I think it's next week. But yeah, dude. We talked about tropes, and it was funny. We were yelling at people. Dude. Okay, Waifu and Husbando. Let's go.
Waifu is Iko Tsukimi from your Boy Kongming. And Husbando is Lloyd Forger from Spy Family.
Yeah, single father.
He's
Hotness.
technically still a single father.
Yeah.
That's Sen's kink in the Discord.
Yeah, single fathers. Yeah, dude.
I can make him single.
I can make him single. Spring, dude, let's start. We're going to start at the malice and go down every other. And then batch 2 will be every other beyond that. So, like, I lost the damn page. Hold on a second. There we go. So, yeah, obviously Spy Family is at the top because it was really hype, really popular. But, yeah, we'll just start with Spy Family. I also want to mention something as well. I'm a little sick, if you can't tell, so, like, bear with me. Do
you want us to do the intro stuff so you don't have to talk as much?
Yeah, I mean, just...
let's do it.
Let's do it! Lay the shit down with the studio and director and whoever, whatever you got to do. Yeah, just lay it
Planning
down.
on the podcast.
Planning on the podcast, yeah, so I can conserve. But yeah, I just...
drink some of that Kongming juice.
It's not COVID, okay? We took tests, so we're good. But yeah.
Dude, I was about to say, put on a fucking mask, Sam. You're about to make me sick.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
My bad.
We're in the same voice call.
The whole podcast is like this because I'm wearing a mask. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
talk with your teeth really close together so the particles can't escape.
Filtered through my teeth. Yeah, dude.
All right.
Yeah, Spy Family, do it.
Okay, so yeah, like Sam said, we're doing every other. The shows change, so it's not exactly every other, but roughly. And we did 10 shows this batch, give or take, and we're gonna do similar number next week, which still isn't every show this season. There's a lot of shows, so if we miss something, let us know. Yell at us. We're in Discord all the time. Okay, but here we go. Spy X Family. You got to put the X so you can search for it. This is by Studio Cloverworks and Wit Studio. I don't know who was the primary one. I think it was both. And also, this is currently the number 2 ranked anime on my anime list. That's how you know it's pretty good. And I think it frankly deserves it. It's better than every other anime ever made, except for Full Metal Alchemist, as we all know. Right? Am I right? Danny and Tom? Anybody?
That's your opinion.
The recency bias is very strong on my anime list. We didn't mention that in our crapping on the top 100 pod for Annie list, but a lot of recency bias. Anyway,
I think we did. I think you said something about it, but yeah,
we didn't yell about it enough.
We didn't scream about it. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We didn't yell about it enough.
But getting back to Spy X Family, I'm just gonna keep calling it Spy X Family. I know you're supposed to say Spy Family, but okay, Spy X Family. Who's the mangaka for this one?
Tatsuya Endo.
We read this in Manga Book Club, or we're mostly caught up to it. I think we're a couple volumes behind, but yeah, who is it again? It's
Tatsuya Endo.
Tatsuya Endo. Okay, this is a great fucking manga.
Bi-weekly in Shonen Jump Plus app.
Yeah, the manga itself is ranked 60 and 24 popularity. So it's pretty simple. It's a story about, you got 3 main characters. You have a character who is a spy, a character who is an assassin, and a character who is an esper, a telepath. And none of them know that the other one is what? Like, none of them know about the other character.
Anya knows that Lloyd is a spy and Yor is an assassin.
Yeah. The main thing is they
Lloyd
can't.
And
they
Yor
don't let each other know. Yeah, they don't let each other know what they are, and it's pretty funny. There's a lot of hijinks. So yeah, Anya's she's the little kid. She's like roughly 4 or 5 years old. I think she lied about her age, so she's like 4. But she claims to be 6, so she's probably she's 4 or 5. And she's adorable. And then you have Lloyd he's like the spy, and then Yor is the assassin. And they're the family. They're trying to blend in with society and put Anya through the prestigious academy. What's the name of it again? It's
Eden College.
Eden College. Yeah. Eden Academy. There we go. And so they're doing this so Lloyd can get close to one of the high up politicians, and I think like influence him in some way or assassinate him. And I don't even think it's assassin. I think it's influence. Because anyway, so that's kind of the main start of the story. And it's just like a really funny and also wholesome show with a lot of action and violence, and it's the best part about it, in my opinion, is the comedy. Each character is like pretty different. Yor is always like thinking these like gruesome thoughts. She has like the Ara like airheadedness to her, but she's like super strong and super. She's an assassin, so she just kills people for fun. Not for fun, but for money and her job.
She's for hire, so like she doesn't work for. Yeah. Well, actually, no, she does work for that one guy. So yeah, never mind. But he's like the one who delegates. Yeah. And
I think their country is like in the middle of a war.
So it's
supposed to be like a German.
It's Westalis and Ostania. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Germany, Austria type of thing.
Lloyd's job is to like do spy shit to keep peace, because Westalis doesn't want war, and Ostania wants it. So
yeah. And yeah, like I said, great show. What do you guys think?
Man, dude, man. Oh yeah, okay. So how far up did you guys read in this in Mango Chutney Club?
I read up to volume 6.
Okay, so this is my first experience with it ever. Okay, I didn't read it. I didn't see what you guys were talking about or nothing. So I always thought that it was just like they're a family of spies and they're actually all really smart and they do shit together, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith shit. And that's not what it is at all. Because Yor's not a spy and Anya's not a spy. It's Lloyd who's the spy, and then he just like, ropes them in as part of the. There's like happenstance that happens where Yor, agrees to whatever. But no, I really like it. I think it's really, really clever. I for some reason thought it was Mappa again, because Mappa's been stealing all of the Shonen Jump stuff. But that doesn't matter. What matters to me is there's a couple cuts in that first episode, or that second episode, where I was just like, oh, and I was just like amazed. I love, excuse me. I love the character design as well. It's really genius, because Yor is like, her personality is just not Her personality is
Not
just,
what her assassin personality is at all.
well,
she's kind of an airhead out in the open, and then when her assassin is like she kind of revels in the in the blood.
so those juxtaposed together, and then also her looks, right? Like her looks kind of go more with her assassin persona, but then who she is when she's not doing that doesn't really go with her looks at all, kind of. And it's just really funny.
The funny thing is, like, in spy shows, they always have like very attractive people who are assassins or spies, but in reality, you want to be like the most nondescript looking person ever. You wouldn't want to actually be that attractive, but it's a TV show, so that's part of it.
Yeah, you got to suspend your disbelief.
You'd want to blend in. You wouldn't want to be like, "Whoa, look at that person," you know?
Oh, look at that guy!
Stand out.
It's kind of hot, yeah. But like, yeah, I really like it. I really like the setting, because it's in a fictional kind of continent with two countries, and they can kind of do whatever they want.
What kind of technology is it? It's like not Showa era, but it's like they have cars and stuff. So like 1960s, give or take.
It's got to be a little, maybe a little
older, 50s.
No, a little. I was gonna say a little younger than that, but because they have he had like a transmitter thing, a briefcase transmitter thing.
I mean, they had that stuff back then.
Oh, spy shit! You're probably right.
Dude, World War II, they had like crazy tech for back then.
Yeah. But yeah, I like it. I like the setting. I kind of like everything about it, so far. I don't think I haven't really any complaints. But yeah. Danny.
Yeah, it's super funny. And I like how they're taking it a little bit slow, too. They're not like rushing through the plot points, because that's not even the point of the show.
They definitely took their time, especially the first 3 episodes. Like, the first episode was pretty much kind of, about Lloyd and, him getting his new mission and then trying to find Anya and all that kind of stuff. And then like the next 3 were like, okay, here's and then here, them trying to practice on how to be a family and stuff like that. So it's they're pacing themselves with it.
Yeah.
So, and we're actually watching this,
yeah, we have a watch
on the
club.
Discord. We have a watch party going on, and we're watching this. So
you and Nick are reading it, right? In Manga Club?
I did not read it.
Oh, I thought you and Nick were. Okay, so just Nick was in.
I mean,
yeah, every time there's I think it's like a couple new volumes.
And everyone else in Manga Club kept telling me to read it and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, you'd love it.
I think at that time I was still on my Tokyo Revengers hype. So yeah,
yeah. Okay.
So I never really picked it up, but I think I'm definitely going to read it now. That's for sure.
By the way, the cut I was talking about is the first time you see Yor and she walks in, murks a bunch of dudes. It's by Ryosuke Nishii, and he did a bunch of he was like a key animator in almost every episode in Promised Neverland season 1 at Cloverworks. So, but yeah, no, Anya is just the cutest. Yours hilarious, and Lloyd is just like
Lloyd is the straight man.
Yeah, every time they do something, he's just like, God damn it.
But he is funny though. He's funny. He's funny in his own way, because he's so serious, but that it plays into the antics of Anya mostly, because the show is like half the fun of the show is just seeing Anya's face. She has the best reaction faces.
She's like, oh.
Yeah, because she can hear people's thoughts, and so, but then she jumbles them up too, and it's really funny. Lloyd is thinking of a person's name from the academy when they're applying, and she's trying to recite the name, and she completely gets it wrong, but it kind of sounds similar enough.
Yeah,
them going to the academy, that might be my favorite episode, where they're walking into the academy to get tested, and walking into the academy is part of the test.
That's past episode 3.
No,
was that episode 4?
He's talking about episode 2.
No, when they went to the actual academy.
Okay.
No, I believe.
Well, either way, I'm not spoiling it, but it doesn't matter what episode it is. It's funny. Yeah. You have the oh god, what's that guy's name? The old guy with the monocle.
Elegance.
Henry Henderson. Yeah, his catchphrase is elegance. He wants everything to be elegant. And so Lloyd super over prepared for them walking into the school. Like they have every contingency planned for, and it's like it gets like really ridiculous. And it's just like that episode is just really funny. So yeah, everybody should watch this show. I think this is gonna be a classic. I mean, even it's not gonna be like the number 2 anime ever, probably, but I think it's gonna be really good.
It definitely has potential to be people's favorite anime of all time.
Yeah, I think it does because like it's really easy to watch too. It has a little bit of everything, which makes it like a wide audience type of show.
Yeah, it's rounded.
Yeah,
maybe it will be number 2. Sheesh.
All right, the next one.
All right, we got, what did we watch? So the list is a little jumbled for us. We skipped a couple sequels because we're going to talk about them later.
Yeah, this one is Yusha Yamamas, I'm Quitting Heroing. After saving the world, the strongest hero Leo became someone who was not wanted in the peaceful human world. He was too strong, exiled. He seeks a job at the Demon King's army, which he had defeated and needs to rebuild. But yeah, like, he basically is so OP. And then when he defeated the Demon Queen, he went back to the village and they were all like, God, he's scary. He's a monster. Like, and so the king exiled him and he was like, fine, I'll go where I'm.
Yeah, now it's coming back to me.
Fine, I'll go where I'm wanted. And then he went to the Demon Queen and was like, can you hire me?
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Can y'all hire me? And so like basically what they're doing at first is the big bad 4, which they call the Elite 4, which is funny, is like, fine, we'll hire you, but we can't tell the Demon Queen yet because she doesn't want you. Because she's mad that you kicked her ass. And so it's kind of like a workplace comedy a little bit too, which is hilarious. Because Leo is kind of like he's like trying to rebuild it, right? Because he fucked him up so bad that they have to rebuild like everything, right? Not everything, but like rebuild. It's enough to be like a lot of work, right? So he's like trying to delegate, and then he like goes up to the one head sorceress person, and he's like, dude, you gotta like delegate to people. Like, you hired them, you clearly trusted them enough to hire them because they had good qualities, so you should delegate, so you're not doing it all yourself. And it's kind of funny. It's really comedic in that way. It's based on a light novel, right?
Yep.
Yeah, by Hana Amano. Oh no, Quantum. Hana Amano does the art. But yeah, it's kind of, I thought it was going to be, there is like some actiony stuff in it, right? Like he's like slaying bitches left and right. But like it's another one of those things where it's kind of like the overpowered hero trope, which is kind of like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But the way they work it into the comedic parts is really funny, and I really do like the character design a lot, especially Stina, or they say her name differently in the anime, but she's the head mage or head sorceress. She's got big cans, and
oh yeah, the blondie, with the glasses.
Everyone's gonna call me a boob woman now because I keep talking about boobs, but like, yeah, and I
Pathetic.
I do like I do like Echidna, Queen Echidna. She's like pink hair with horns, and other than that though, the animation and art is not too like, I wouldn't write home about it. But like,
it's like super average at best.
It's another one of those fantasy light novel things.
It's kind of creepy too because he has like the little lolly girl who's like, let's get married.
Yeah, because apparently the law or their tradition is like if you beat one of them, then they fall in love with you.
If you beat one, you get a child.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, what'd you guys think?
A child bride. Every otaku's dream.
I didn't watch it, so this is not something I particularly.
Yeah, if you like a generic fantasy anime, check it out. Generic fantasy anime mixed with, like Sam said, like a workplace comedy type of thing. Honestly, I did not think this was very good. I think it does have some decent points to it. And once they come out with a dub, I think it'd be more fun to watch. But
yeah, honestly,
this is the kind of thing you'd throw on in the background. Honestly,
if you like those light novel fantasy things that they've been coming out with these past like couple years, then it's kind of funny. The thing is that workplace comedy stuff, which I find to be the best part of it, is probably not going to be all the time. They're probably gonna throw in some like serious stuff in it, and it's gonna be like, okay, well, what are we?
Yeah,
doing?
they're trying to do Philosopher's Stone, I think, something like that.
Yeah. So,
part of the problem is I only watched the first 2 episodes. I was only able to get that far.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and the third one, the little squirrel beast demon is trying to like bring a shipment of goods back to the castle. But the way she drew up her like mission plan was like, we're all gonna ride the caravan and have a really good time. It's gonna be fun. And they were just like, God damn it. So then they have to go like protect her and shit. But yeah, it's really funny.
I did think it was funny when he like shows up to the to Stina's like sorceress's bed, and he like modulates his voice to pretend that he's like telling her to do work, and she's just like panicking.
Yeah, she won't wake up, so he changes his voice to like the queen's, and she's like, oh my God. But yeah,
starts groveling immediately.
Give it the 3-ep rule. If not, move on. A lot of people seem to like this one, so. But I mean,
it has a 7.0 on Mel, which is probably fair, I guess, at least for Mel scores. I would give it lower, but check it out. I probably won't end up finishing this one unless people really want us to, but we'll see.
All right. Skeleton Knight in Another World, Gaikotsu Kishi-sama. Tadaima Isekai.
This one here is I might let you do the summary, but I'll do the other part. So this is based on a light novel. It's an action fantasy isekai. And Studio Kai and Hornets did this one. Directed by Katsumi Ono. And yeah, so I'm going to let you do the summary on that. I think you do a better job there.
Yeah, one day a gamer played video games until he fell asleep. When he woke up, he found himself in the game world as a skeleton, equipped with the powerful weapons and armor of his avatar, but stuck with its frightening skeletal appearance. Ark has to find a place for himself in this new fantastical land. All his hopes for a quiet life are dashed when he crosses paths with a beautiful elven warrior, setting him on a journey full of conflict and adventure. Yeah, no, dude fell asleep. Like,
oh yeah, that's one of the common isekai death triggers or whatever.
Yeah. This also sounds like Overlord.
Yeah, he looks kind of like Overlord a little bit.
He kind of does, yeah. Except he's a good guy and not a bad guy. But like,
and it's the show starts out like Goblin Slayer.
Yeah,
two
it's like,
ladies about to get raped. I'm like, you had my curiosity, now you have my attention.
I wish they didn't do that. That was dumb. But like,
that was a little extreme. But hey, how Sam? How else will I know who the bad guys are?
Well, in Goblin Slayer, it kind of sets the tone for the show, right? But for this, it's supposed to be kind of like a. Gamer fell asleep. Here we go. It's kind of funny.
I am the White Knight, and I saved these ladies from the other men who are not me.
Yeah, it's just...
I will say, though, this show has a really good ED. Oh, we'll talk about it later, but...
Yeah, but, like, yeah, it's kind of funny. The animation's kind of nice, actually, for being, another fantasy light novel isekai thing. But, like, it's really funny because, like, he tries to, like... He's talking like he would normally, but then he's like, oh, I mean, yes, I'm a skeleton knight. And he doesn't say skeleton knight. He doesn't want anyone to know he's a skeleton. But he's like, yes, I am a noble knight. And I must, I will slay different monsters and get my hero's license. Yes. And then it's really funny. But
I was right. I didn't even look at the Rex page. So literally the first 2 recommendations are Overlord and Goblin Slayer.
which is weird because, like, it's not that serious. But, like, I mean, it probably will get
I'd say that's
later.
A pretty good comparison.
I mean, if they're just doing that based on the beginning, that's a little off, I think. But
that's what it was based off.
In terms of a masked knight, like I guess that's. But yeah, this is another one of those examples where I basically have said this about a lot of isekais lately, especially in the last few years. They could have just made this a fantasy thing and left it there. They didn't have to have the whole.
Yeah, because the isekai doesn't play any role in
the... Yeah.
The reason Sword Art Online works is like they go back and forth to the real world, and it actually makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the kind of show where like the main pitch was like, we're gonna make a show, but I don't want to animate a lot of lip flaps. Give him a helmet.
Oh my god, that's funny.
No, that's just my opinion on it.
Yeah, but now I won't be able to get that out of my head. That's totally what they did. But yeah, I agree. Like
one's okay, actually. I don't know.
It adds the inner monologue, like where he's like, "Oh shit, I have to understand that I'm not in Japan or whatever." But like, you could do without that. It's not really.
Dude, Wizard of Oz was an isekai.
It totally was. It totally was.
We're not in Kansas anymore, dude.
I totally like the character design by Toru Imanishi. I think the Skeleton Knight guy looks really cool.
Yeah, his armor looks cool. He looks kind of like a Warhammer or StarCraft a little bit.
Yeah. He reminds me of like a
ridiculous shoulder pads above.
Yeah,
his
Space
head.
Marine from StarCraft or Warhammer.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy's been working since like, I don't know, mid 2000s, but he's done character designs for Super Cub, Toradora, and what did I say, Super Cub, Moritsu Pirates, Fresh Precure, Ragna Strike Angels. So
he Bodacious Space Pirates, underrated show.
For being like a pretty rounded like character designer, he was just like, here's this really fucking cool armor, and then just put a skeleton in it, GG, But yeah, dude. Yeah. So yeah, I would say, if you like isekais, you like that stuff, and watch it. But I'm good. I'm good on that one.
I might give this one a chance just in case there's a nip slip.
God damn it, dude.
They really went ham on that first episode.
They really did. They were like, "Oh,
let's put some Sakuga in this part."
God. Okay.
It was kind of weird though in the first episode. Like they started out with the bandits trying to assault these ladies, and then halfway through the episode they replay that scene, and I was like, "Wait a second, did I just rewind on accident? Like what just happened?"
Oh yeah, no, they introed like that, and then showed him like doing the powerful thing.
Yeah,
and then it showed him.
Man, they really needed to have a budget cut on that episode. They didn't want to do another drawing.
Yeah, and then they cut to the beginning of it or whatever. It was kind of weird, but like I understood it, but it was kind of the way they did it was not how.
So he recruits them. Yeah, it's decent. The ED is probably the best part of the show. To be honest,
that's when you know it's over. But no, JK, the ED is actually really sick. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, dude. The greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody. Shijo Saikyo no Daimao Murabito ni Tensei Suru.
This one, okay.
This one is the demon lord. This is literally the one we just talked about 2 shows ago, except
no. This is the exact same show as another show we reviewed like a year or two ago.
It's exactly like the Misfit of Demon King Academy.
Yes, exactly. It's Misfit of Demon King Academy, but not as funny.
Yeah.
It's just a much worse version of that show.
I much rather watch Misfit over this.
Yeah. Yeah. This
that's the first recommendation on Mel, but
this one, Demon Lord Varvatos, is the most powerful entity of all time. But because he's so powerful, he's unopposed. Everyone reveres him, whatever. He can do whatever he wants. And he's like, this is boring. I'm going to reincarnate as a normal person and have a normal life. And then when he reincarnates into a 10-year-old kid named Ard Meteor. And
Art Vandalay?
When he came...
Sorry.
When he reincarnated, he came with all his powers and shit. So...
But dude, I felt like I had already seen this show exactly.
I kind of was like, I feel like this is one Danny and Nick watched or something.
We did watch it, the Misfit of Demon King Academy.
Yeah, and it also reminded me of the one we talked about 2 shows ago. Someone's bored, so he goes to the other side. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like, this is another...
the strongest sage with the weakest crest. Is that the one you're talking about?
This has got to be some kind of money laundering scheme or something. Like, how do they get away with this?
Yeah.
It's like the same show over and over.
This is another fantasy light novel, but
it's not only the same; it's like exactly the same.
Yeah, Myojin Kato does the story, Haye Sakura does the art. But yeah, it's an isekai, but in the same like time period and place. It's not like he isekais to like.
And they have like the same plot beats too. It's like everything's the same. Like they run into a bully and they save somebody from the bully, and that person becomes part of their party, and then they have to fight the bully, and then they have to go on a mediocre quest that they think is too hard is not hard, and then the teacher's impressed, and they have to work for the teacher. It's like I called out everything that was going to happen.
Right.
And at the start of the show was funny because like. This character, this Demon King, he's like born as a young boy, and he's like so desperate to find a friend, and he's so creepy about it.
I would say that's the one like catchy part about it is he has no idea how to socialize.
Yeah, so, and I'm just like I'm like looking, I'm imagining the gif of the guy like opening the closet and looking in the mirror, and he's just like he's like a Down syndrome dude. I'm like, is this what I look like? Like, is this me as an anime fan?
Just like it's like, how do you do, fellow kids? But like,
yeah. I'm like, are we like this?
But then, so the first episode is a complete like prologue, and the actual show starts like episode 2. But basically, he befriends by rescuing her, exactly what Nick just said, by rescuing the mayor of the town's daughter, Irina, who's like a elven kind of magic user, and they become friends. And then like the very end of the first episode, it's like several years later, and she wakes him up and goes, "Hey, let's enroll in a magic academy." And he's just like, "Huh?" And they enroll in a magic academy, and then that's the show.
Dude, the second that's my red flag for anime. Anime red flags. Let's go to the academy. Except for Spy Family, that one works, but
yeah, Spy Family, that's part of the mission. It's part of the mission, dude.
Yeah, it's the mission. Plus the lolly is the main character. I don't think we need to say a whole lot more about this one.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want to feel like you're going insane, try watching like this episode 2. Just do that, and you're gonna be like, I've seen this 1,000 times. This was definitely the trippiest moment of my watch this week.
Yeah, Nick's in the glitching in the Matrix, dude. It's a glitch in the Matrix. But like,
oh shit, we got a good one coming up.
Yeah, so, and I will say about the last one real quick. It's mid, right? So like in terms of art and style, it's super mid, and They put a lot of the animation budget into that first episode when they're killing all the goblins, because obviously they're trying to hook you in. And then after that, it just stays kind of mid, you know. Maybe the last couple episodes they'll do something, but anyway. Nah, this one, dude, it's 10 out of 10 show. We don't even need to talk about it.
Next one here? Okay, next show.
The next one is really good.
JK,
Your Boy Kongming.
Here we go. This
is the only show that can compete with Spy Family this season, so far, at least. And yeah, how do we want to do this? Okay, I'll just start out. So this is a PA Works animation based on a manga. It's a music/reincarnation themes, and it's literally just you have the character Kongming, the general of the Three Kingdoms, is reborn into the modern world, and he becomes the manager for a singer named Eiko. And that's pretty much the show. And he uses his like medieval strategies to help her ascend in stardom, and that's like the elevator pitch.
Yeah. So if you guys have ever heard of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, it is the romanticization of the Three Kingdoms period. That
I should read that.
To refers to Guan Yu, Zheng Fei, Huang Zhang, Mao Chao, and Zhou Yun. And Kongming was a strategist and counselor to I forgot which one, but yeah. Kongming Zhuge is his name, but so when you watch it, they'll refer to him as Kalme because it's the Japanese way of saying Kongming. But yeah, dude, it's your boy.
Woo! This one's good.
And it's
so,
really
like,
funny because he's so direct and sincere.
Yeah,
like all the time.
Yeah,
and it works really well because he like gives examples of like his past life, and like it's the funny thing is the other characters aren't sure whether to believe him or not. Like, is this actually Kongming?
Right.
Or he's a really good cosplayer.
But the owner believes him.
Yeah,
the owner of the club believes him.
Yeah,
and he appears to believe him.
Yeah, and he becomes Eiko's manager because she works there, and then he gets hired there, with her, or not with her, but like after she recommends him, and the owner's like, "Oh my God, you really are Kongming." And they talk about like,
yeah, because he kept giving him like, okay, I have a question. If you're the real Kongming, then he would know this.
What happened to Mansu? Why would you send him off to?
Specific question.
Yeah, why would you send him off to do this or whatever? And then Kongming starts crying. He's like, "Yes, you're right. That was a situation where blah blah." And he talks about it like it happened like a couple months ago. It's really funny, dude. And like the first like 10 minutes when he's in there, he's in the bedroom of Eiko. He's like trying to figure out how to use a phone, and it's like 4 hours later. He's like, "Okay, so what's the blockchain?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" I was
he's already a crypto guy.
I was like, "This can't be the actual translation." I had to find out if this is the actual translation or not. But
dude, I hope it is. I don't care. It is.
I hope it is. It's really funny. But yeah,
he would be a crypto dude. He would be a crypto bro for sure.
Right. And of course, like, you know, here's another like reason why you got to do the 3-up rule. You got to know if the animation is consistent. And anytime you do dancing animation like that, boy, god damn. Up and coming animator Sarab Singh, who's an Indian animator, he did the cuts for the OP when they're kind of jiving back and forth with their arms.
So good.
Yeah. And not all the cuts, but he did like the 3, it's like the owner and the 2 friends. And then he did like the first 10 seconds of the cut of when it's like zooming in on her singing in the second episode. And it's like the crowd and the lights are going. So good. I'm like, oh, this guy's an Indian animator. That's what's up, dude. And he also did Deaimon in the new Digimon Adventure.
Oh, shit.
And,
this guy's from India, you said.
Yeah, he's an Indian. I think he lives in Japan.
Oh, you know what? That's a pretty common thing because like a lot of they outsource a lot. Not even outsource, but like there's it's like an international thing to be an animator.
Especially when it's like with Digimon, right? It's like Toei. So
yeah,
but like Jarrett Martin, Jordan Bays, and Sarab Singh, they work together often, and so this is like the first time where I've seen only Sarab's name in a few cuts here. But like, yeah, really cool, really dope. The animation is sick. The characters are hilarious, and the voice acting is hilarious. Like the guy who plays Kongming, Ryotaro Oki Ayu, he's just so like, he's really good at doing that dramatic subtlety where he's just like, yes, that is what happened or whatever. And it's just like,
yeah, he's like really a theater actor.
Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I rambled. What about you guys? You guys, I think we're all 3 gonna hang on to this one. Honestly.
Oh hell yeah!
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the animation really holds up on this one too.
Yeah.
What do you think,
definitely obsessed with the opening for sure.
Yeah, it's got a very, very catchy song. That's why I like this opening better than the Spy X Family opening, because the song is better. And I would say that
to me, I
animation
think
is just as good.
They're equally as good.
All right, well, one of us is right, one of us is wrong.
Here we go. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, dude. It's good.
I watched the first 3 episodes of this, and I just found it really funny, like seeing his stratagems. Like he used like this, I forget the names of them, but it's like the stone maze something or other. And
I think it was like
basically
the Sabotori stone maze or something like that.
Yeah, he basically like creates a fire hazard just to keep people like lost, so that they're stuck like at the stage of Keiko. Like they can't find their way out. The only way they can find is the bathroom. And because like she gets in a competition with another singer, and he's doing that. So like he does these tricks.
It's not really a competition. It's more of an event. And
yeah, it's an event.
Mia set her up, and they pretty much made sure that Eiko was performing the same time as Mia was. So because as popular as Mia as Maya is, she is definitely the most popular. So by having a newcomer who pretty much is a nobody, obviously everyone is going to go see her.
Yeah.
So that was like their main plot to do that. But Kome, he was just all like, nope, that's not going to happen. And he just used
literal battle tactics to trap the audience.
Yeah.
it's a captive audience.
But it worked though.
Yeah. And then he had another strategy for the 3rd episode and so on. And I assume that's going to keep going on.
I watched whatever is available right now. I think there's like 6 episodes out.
Yeah, 6.
And there is a rap episode, which is very interesting. I think that one's my favorite episode.
Oh, I got to get to that. Yeah, I think Zombieland Saga is on the recommendations list. That's the first one up there. A little bit of Carol and Tuesday, because Keiko's trying to rise up in stardom. But yeah, this is definitely one to watch. Like I would put this like one of the top shows of the season to pick up and check out. Yeah,
especially also like it's got that fish out of water comedy in it too. But
yeah.
But like, it almost doesn't phase him. Almost.
He's like so proper, but so sincere, and like he fits in really well because he's like very like genuine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he's also like he's cunning at the same time, which is funny.
Yeah, and they explain too, like when he dies in the beginning, in like of old age or whatever, he's like, oh, I'll be reincarnated into a good life, and
that's what he wished for.
That's
like,
what
this is an isekai.
Yeah.
And this is my kind of isekai.
You know, if I am ever reborn, I wish to be born in a place where there's no war.
Yeah.
So.
And then they kind of explain like he's kind of like, oh yeah, I suddenly can read all these Japanese characters and I'm speaking Japanese like I've known it my whole life or whatever. But yeah, basically, I just find
it really hilarious that when he did get reincarnated, like he was.
Oh, that's right. He was in right in the middle of a Halloween party in the streets of Tokyo.
Yeah. He's like, is this hell? And, oh no, my throat is burning from this tequila.
And he was all like, why do I look like my younger self, kind of thing. So. Yeah.
And some people just thought he was dressed up, and that's what led him into the club. Because they're like, let's go to the club, dude. I like you. But
it was funny. Great show.
Yeah, fucking, warlord strategist from Sangwoo Shidai, isekai to modern day Tokyo. What do you want? You know what I mean? It's really hilarious. In Shibuya, yeah. Okay. Trapped in a dating sim. The world of Otome games is tough for mobs. Otome games sekai wa mob ni kibishi sekai desu. This one was a one-hitter quitter for me. I thought this was stupid.
I did not watch this one either.
Yeah, the world.
Pretty much I did not watch any of the ones that are like isekai family.
Yeah, the isekais, oh man, they blend together so much. This is why it's tough.
Yeah, this is based on the light novel by Yomo Mishima, art by Monda. So basically, this guy gets reincarnated into a dating sim video game where women reign supreme and only beautiful men have a seat at the table. But Leon has a secret weapon. He remembers everything from his past life, which includes a complete playthrough of the very game in which he's now trapped in. And he sparks a revolution
that seems overpowered.
Yeah, to watch Leon spark a revolution to change the new world in order to fulfill his ultimate desire of living a quiet, easy life on the countryside.
Yeah. It's kind of like my next life as a villainous, because both characters know the plot of the game.
Yep. And I will say this, dude, like the first 5 minutes of the first episode were hilarious, right? Because like he's playing through this game for his sister because she's like, play through this because I'm going on vacation and I want to know, but I don't want to actually play it. And he actually just does it because he's an idiot. And then he's doing like commentary as he's playing it. He's like, okay, what the hell is this now? Like, first we're in a dating scene, now we're doing a tactical RPG battle. What is this? Like, and it was really funny. It kind of reminded me of Mystery Science Theater. I would watch a whole anime of just a guy playing through terrible dating sim or virtual novel games. Like, it was so funny. But then, like, he dies by falling down the stairs because he's so hungry from just marathoning the game that he tries to go to the convenience store. And when he walks down the stairs from his apartment, he trips and falls and he dies. That's literally it. Like, there's no truck-kun.
That's like the anime Another. He like falls on an umbrella.
Gouges her eye out. Yeah, no, there's no truck-kun, man. It's stare-kun now.
I'm not dying like this. Oh, yeah. Man.
But so, the beginning of it, they're like some royalty BS. They try and send him on this mission to get him killed. And he ends up fighting like this big mecha robot thing with like his knife gun thing. And it's just like, okay, I thought this was like supposed to be funny, and now we're doing all serious. What is this? Like, what is this anime trying to be?
Hey, it's just like the game.
That's what I mean. Like, right? That's what's weird about it is like the commentary he was making was my commentary for the show, and I'm like, okay, I thought this was supposed to be funny. Whatever. This was one hitter quitter for me. I did not want to continue. So yeah, I don't know about you guys. Danny, you didn't watch it, right? Or did you one hitter quitter, or what did you do?
Oh no, I did not watch this.
You just avoided it.
Yeah, use your time more wisely.
Yeah, I really wish I would have. Normally at this point I'd be telling Danny, no, you got to watch the shit, but no, not even. Like, it's just like
Danny's just not an isekai person, you know?
She's not an isekai
I'm really
person.
Not.
Yeah.
It really depends on what it is. Like, I would say the exceptions of isekais that I do enjoy is like Shield Hero, oh gosh.
Inuyasha.
Slime.
Kongming.
Kongming. Yeah. Yeah.
Another one would also be the Saint's power is omnipotent.
Oh yeah.
You know, as long as the story is kind of like interesting, you know, and it keeps me wanting to see
engaged,
more, you know, I like it to be engaged. But if it's just, you know, the typical kind of trope, like dying and then going right into a video game or something like that, you
have a gamer bro min-maxing the game.
Yeah, and then you have like, I don't know, it's just, then you got the freaking all-power demon lords, and they're all like, hey, this world's boring, I'm too strong for this, I'm going to reincarnate and go to an academy and just be super overpowered.
Yeah, they want to
the academy ones are worse. I think this is better than the academy. Oh no, he goes to the academy, doesn't he? Fuck. He goes to the academy, right?
He does. He goes to an academy, yeah.
Because he has to like get a bunch of... Okay, he's going to be married off to this old hag, and then he gets money, so he can go to the academy. And I'm like, oh, fuck. It's another academy show. I almost turned it off the second they said that.
Yeah. So, I don't know, Nick, do you have any final thoughts? Or?
I don't know. I think it's better than that other one, where the other academy show. I think this is better than that one.
Yeah.
But... I don't know. Oh, it's a harem also. I just realized that. It's a harem and a mecha. All right.
Harem, mecha, isekai.
Let's fucking go, dude. I hope he gets a mecha in his harem. If he gets a mecha in his harem, let me know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
better than the other Academy show.
You know, they're pumping them out. Animation's mid, character design is mid, whatever. So, okay. Mahotsukai Reimeki, The Dawn of the Witch. Dog.
Another one I did not watch.
I have no memory of this place. Play the Gandalf clip, Sam.
I have no memory of this place.
I have no memory of this place.
So
did I watch this one? I watched 3 episodes. Oh no, this is based on the show that you liked, right?
This is a spin-off of Grimoire of Zero. Yeah. So it takes place 4 years later, but it's not about the characters from Grimoire of Zero.
Yeah, it's like a spin-off. Like, you don't have to have seen the other one.
Yeah.
But doesn't it help? I don't know.
So far it has not.
Okay.
And this is
there's probably going to be like a cameo or a nod to it, but
yeah, because so basically it's this, right? And this is another magical academy thing, but again, Grimoire of Zero is just a fantasy. It's not like a isekai or whatever. I don't know if that helps, but so basically, this is 4 years after the burning of the Sorcerer 13. And the sealing of Grimoire of Zero, written by Zero, the Witch. And so this Royal Magic Academy was built in the Kingdom of Wainis to help kind of bring magic more to normal everyday use. And so now, like, even everybody, just the average like market person, can use magic to, you know, grill some fish, bag their groceries, or sell you some, you know, for blacksmithing, whatever. And so, Sable probably has the worst grades ever. And he has also got no memory before he joined the institution. So Albus from Grimoire of Zero, who we all thought was a boy until the very end, she's the headmaster. So she sets him up with a training regimen, and where they go to the south of the country. And it's a chance to get his grades up, so they send him with Rue Christos, one of the professors.
Best character right there. Little lolly girl.
And then another classmate, Holtz, goes along with them. And another classmate who's also a beast fallen, Cood, he's Lizard-Face Johnson, goes with him. But yeah, Albus and Hold'em, the dog face, are in it right away. So if you guys watch Grimoire of Zero, they were in Grimoire of Zero. But basically, it's about this kid going through this academy with this professor, and they're going to do some intense training, get his grades up. And the deal is that Albus will set up a meeting with Zero for Rue if she completes the program with Sable and gets good grades. So hopefully we see Zero and Yohei, the mercenary, Catface Johnson, partway through or at the end or something. I'm just going to keep watching until Catface Johnson shows up, and then it'll be 10 out of 10. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would say the main character guy, like, this show is carried by the lolly.
she's pretty funny because she's just kind of like
the main character is just like not even there, dude. He's just like a blank slate.
He's deadpan, dude. Yeah, like
he sucks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He kind of really does suck. He's not likable at all. We don't know much about him yet. Like I watched 3 episodes and it's just kind of like he tries to be this good person.
Trying to, oh my god. I get that you're trying to make him, defeated or whatever, but you got to give him something.
Yeah.
How do I attach to this guy?
That's why I didn't like it, because at the end of the 2nd episode or whatever it was, he's like all of a sudden gets these balls to like do this ballsy thing to because they run into a witch hunter, because there's still witch hunters out there from Grimoire of Zero, and it's like, okay, like I wish you would have kind of built some of this up, excuse me. And yeah, he's not likable at all right now, and I don't know.
God, he sucks so bad. He might be the worst protagonist of the whole season.
So Nick, you watched some of it then, right, or no?
Yeah, I think I had episode 2 and 3 on in the background at one point because I fucking forgot. But
okay,
I'm rewatching it at 4x speed, which makes it better, by the way. And it has actually pretty good animation. It looks pretty decent.
Yeah, it's decent. It's
Tezuka Productions.
Yeah, it's decent. There's a couple parts where I like the effects. When Sable grabs the Luden's staff, I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, otherwise, it's just kind of a fantasy thing. The only thing that carries it for me, is I watched Grimoire of Zero. I know that's about the thing between witches and Beast Fallen and humans or whatever.
I think I watched that one premise too, and I totally forgot it.
Yeah. We reviewed it and I finished it, and I like witchy stuff. So, like, hopefully that's what keeps me going. If not, I'm not going to be super on par with it, I would take a straight-up sequel, of seeing another adventure of Zero and Catface. But, who knows?
Yeah, this show, oh, man, I'm just seeing it. I'm just, watching it with speed, just seeing the main character just fucking dead. This guy's so...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Like, even Coot and Holt, Coot's kind of a bully, but he's likable in a weird way.
He's got nothing to him.
Yeah, Holt is really likable because she's kind of cute, kind of ditzy.
Yeah, it's every other character.
They give her a backstory, right? And then Sable is just like, he's a guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool. But yeah,
the thing that bugs me is his character design is horrible. Like,
no, he's so plain.
Christos, like, she has like a 10 out of 10 character design.
Yeah.
She looks amazing. She's wasted on this show. She should be in something better. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next one here. So we have, I don't know how to pronounce this, Deaimon, Recipe for Happiness. And this show, this is by Encourage Films, based on a manga. It's a slice of life seinen. And it is, it's about food and music, I think.
Nick already hates it.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Throwing a sport and make it even worse. Okay, so Nagomi Irino returns to his Kyoto home for the first time in 10 years when his father is hospitalized. He is eager to take over Ryukusho, I can't pronounce that, the family's Japanese sweet shop, but he is instead asked to be a father figure to Itsuka Yukihira, the girl everyone calls the successor. That's actually not a bad summary right there. That's a little elevator pitch. Yeah, so you got this little girl. She's really diligent, great at keeping up the shop. Takes pride in all that.
And then
face
of the little cafe.
Yeah, he shows up and tries to help, and he actually does start to help quite a bit.
But he's really bad at it.
Yeah. Like he's good at certain things. Like he's like good at like playing music and like, drawing attention to them and like marketing them. But she's good at the other stuff. I only got a couple of episodes in. Did you guys watch any of this at all?
I watched it.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's very simple. It's nothing too extravagant. It's similar to Barakamon and Bunny Drop. So
yeah, a little bit. He's not a father though, so
he's not. So
maybe
I would say
Barakamon.
it's more similar to Barakamon than Bunny Drop. So, but yeah, it's not. I like it because this is the kind of show that I definitely enjoy. like the slice of lives and everything like that. So, plus like the sweets that they make are look really good.
This is one of those shows where the food looks so damn good.
Yeah,
I've never understood that with anime. I see anime food and it does nothing to me.
It just looks so. They just look so pretty.
It's so weird. I could see anime boobies, and I think of boobies, but I see anime food. I don't think of any. I think of like fucking Play-Doh.
Anyway,
but
it does have its funny moments. Especially when, what's her name?
Itsuka the girl, or
Itsuka, when she got like an order, for like some sweets, and it was like a dozen of them or something. It was a big order, but the people never showed up to get it really. So instead of like having them go to waste, she went out on the street to like try and sell them, but no one was paying attention to her. So then
your boy Kongming shows up.
Yeah, no, not Kongming.
He sets up a trap so the people can't leave.
he shows up with a freaking chestnut like costume head on, and with his guitar, and he like
he's the marketing guy.
Attention of people to buy the sweets and stuff. So that was cute. I also really liked the one episode where his ex-girlfriend came to Kyoto, and Itsuka and the ex were like getting all chummy and stuff like that. That was really cute. And she decided to stay in Kyoto, and she got a job at a like nearby shop.
I do want to mention too that the reason why that end of the first episode is so important is because that's when they connect, the guy and Itsuka, because his dad is just like, no, you ran out to be in a band like some fucking loser.
Yeah. We did forget to mention that Nagamaru, he left to go to form a band and everything like that because his senpai taught him how to play guitar.
Yeah.
So, and a little thing about Itsuka, Nagamaru's parents told him that this guy came by and just left her daughter here, said he would be back, but he hasn't been back, and apparently he has a guitar. So when Itsuka first saw Nagamaru, she automatically thought it was her father.
Well, it's Nagumo, or not Nagomu.
Nagumu. Sorry.
I can't pronounce it either.
Nagamu.
Yeah. Nagamu, yeah.
Anyways, the point is like Itsuka kind of resents him because she really loves the shop and, his dad. And she's like, whatever, you're a loser, right?
Yeah.
And then he kind of helps her out with this big order that someone kind of prank called her on. And then they kind of connect, and it's like, oh, okay. And then he kind of teaches her these things about life that kind of just
and there's like some moments where you want to know who Itsuka's father is, and you kind of get like these certain flashbacks a little bit of her dad and stuff like that. And there are some questions going, at least for me, that Nagamu's senpai is Itsuka's dad. So, but they don't really say anything like that. We don't know yet.
Yeah. But I think it's those moments of connection that will make the show good. And
it's a family show.
Because in the second episode, they help Kaneko out, because she's like she's one of those like streaming musicians who hides her identity. And then Itsuka figures out who it is right away, and she works at the cafe, and they're like, oh shit. And then people start calling the cafe because they start realizing who it is. And then so they kind of help her diffuse the situation, and they make that connection. And then it's kind of like Nagamu's like that character who kind of without knowing kind of starts bringing people together. And I think that's probably what will make the show decent, I think.
Yep. We got to keep moving. So I think you guys seem to like that one. All right. Next show we have is To Become a Real Heroine, The Unpopular Girl and the Secret Task. And I watched 3 episodes of this one. This is by Studio Les Deuce, and let's just say they did not drop a Le Deuce on this one. It was okay. It was a bad joke. It's a music anime with idols, male idols, and school themes. And so it's about a girl named what is her name here? Oh, Hiyori Suzumi, who left her hometown to continue pursuing her passion of track and field. She enrolls in Tokyo's Sakuragaoka High School, and she's searching for a part-time job. She ends up becoming the apprentice manager for her classmates, who are also male idols, and they're a member of the group Lip Lip. And the story is her with her activities, the school, and her managing job, and the idols, and that's, stuff happens. That's kind of the main plot of the show. So, what did you guys think of this one?
It was cute.
I didn't like it.
I knew Sam wasn't going to like it because idol shit, so.
I mean, it's better than all the other idol group girl shows, except for Zombieland Saga.
Not all of them. Yeah, Zombieland.
Zombieland Saga is the greatest one, but this is more so about her managing the two guys, and they're like an idol duo or whatever. But
what about
Lip Lip?
God.
They're called Lip. The group is called Lip Lip.
Skip Beat is something that I was reminded of. I think
I don't
Skip Beat is a better version of that. You guys haven't seen that one yet. Shoot, what was the one with the heads?
I don't know. But anyway, busts? I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. But anyway, the animation was really nice. The character design is really nice. That's the only thing I really like about it.
Hiyori looks really cute with her little pickled brows.
Secco Boys. There we go. That's what I'm thinking of.
Nick is still on his own thing. Anyway, but I think that's Kaori Ishii does the character design and chief animation. I think it's really nice. But it's
mediocre.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing
to
rave about. It's definitely mid. I think I may still watch it because it still kind of has. It's not completely an idol show to me, at least. Right. I mean, it's still an idol show, but there are other events that are happening. It's not just them constantly singing, I feel.
Yeah, it's more so about her managing them. Kinda.
Yeah.
The main girl's character design looks fucking goofy. Her face is really weird looking.
Well, that's part of it because I think
she's got pickle eyebrows, but they're lines. It's not even eyebrows. It's
I love her pickled eyebrows,
but they're not really pickles though. It's like she has old man fucking Saturday morning newspaper eyebrows. It's like what is this?
But I feel like that's what makes her more unique, and it works for the show.
Oh man, her eyebrows bug me.
She's also not from Tokyo. She's from the boonies.
That distinguishes her because everybody from the boonies has fucking what is it? Window curtain eyebrows. It looks like curtains. It's not curtains.
They
shades. It looks like shades.
The two idol dickheads comment on it too. They comment on her looks and stuff, and
they're gonna fight over her, and they're all gonna do it. So anyway,
all right. But yeah, I'm good. So Danny, you probably will keep watching.
I'll probably keep watching it. Right now, I'm still interested.
I feel like it's gonna get better as it goes.
Yeah.
Because the first couple episodes were just set up.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm curious, because we haven't really. The one thing I am curious and kind of questioning is the Hiyori's two friends in her class. They're set to be main characters, but I haven't seen them in the last 3 episodes. So I'm a little confused on why they're main characters. I mean, I'm sure they'll have a bigger role hopefully soon. So, but
they're probably supposed to be Toru's friends in Fruits Basket, kind of. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess, but
they're not doing a good job of setting it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and they weren't really main characters either. They were, so I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up, Doc. Birdie
Last
Wing,
one.
Golf Girl Story.
This is my Discord name, Nikki Wing. Okay, so first of all, this show is actually not that good. Right away, it starts out with CG golf course, partly CG anyway.
It's Wii Sports.
Oh man, I wish it looked that good.
Sports.
The animation is just very uneven. It's like really inconsistent. And for a sports anime, like I think all sports anime need to be animated really well. Otherwise, it just looks fucking horrible. Because like you got to have the sport look good. You know what I mean? You can't get away with cheaping out that much in sports anime. They do like an okay. It's just not. Yeah, the animation's like 3 out of 10. And even in the first episode, they're doing just like panning shots of like still frames and stuff. So like you could tell they had fucking no budget on this shit. This is Bandai Namco Pictures, who've done basically nothing. They've helped on Gintama, but they didn't actually like do the Gintama. Those Sunrise. I think. Oh, they did.
This is part of their like moving stuff around.
Demon School Arumakun, they did that one actually.
Yeah, that's their
they've done that
one, which is actually pretty good.
And I've heard that's good.
I actually really like that.
That's like
one.
literally the only thing they've done besides this one.
Yeah,
I mean they've done a bunch of stuff, but like they produce things. But anyway,
it's mostly produced.
Oh, and they're doing Tiger and Bunny.
Yeah, Tiger and Bunny. Yeah, which you can tell because like there's a lot of Bluefin Bandai ads on their suits.
I mean,
and stuff.
I've definitely heard of Bandai, but like this studio particular, I don't think of them as an animation studio.
Right? No. Yeah, this is part of their moving stuff around.
Yeah,
they moved like some things around.
I think this show they just put their B team on it or something, or maybe even their C team because it's just
which is funny because like you'll see little Bandai things like Aoi's golf ball has Pac-Man on it.
Yeah,
and then one girl mentions how fun gunplay is. Oh, I think that's also Aoi. She's like, dude, we should build gunplay.
So yeah, the basic idea of the show is you got this main girl. It's kind of like Happy Gilmore. You got like a delinquent main character, and she gambles on golf games pretty much to earn a living. And she's known as Rainbow Bullet, and she uses only 3 clubs, kind of like Tin Cup. It's like Tin Cup, Happy Gilmore a little bit. Not as funny as Happy Gilmore and Tin Cup. I think I've seen part of that movie, but anyway, she plays a game with as Sam said, Aoi Amawashi. She's a golfing prodigy, and she's entering a golf tournament. And yeah, Aoi crushes Eve in that thing, and then starts off this show. I've only seen the first 2 episodes, and apparently they become rivals. But that's pretty much the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, Eve is like, I play golf to survive. I play for money, like And then she meets Aoi and plays this game with her, and she's like, "That's the most fun I've ever had playing golf. I want to enter this tournament."
Yeah, I mean, it's like Samurai Champloo, right? You have the chaos and the precision characters,
Yeah,
and Jin Mugen kind of.
It gets ridiculous because like Eve does this one shot where she purposely hits a hill or whatever.
Yeah, so she uses like brute force pretty much. Like that's her trump card pretty much.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, that would never really happen, but it's anime, whatever. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, the animation is really...
Yeah, the animation is what kills it to me.
Yeah.
The character designs look pretty decent.
Yeah, I like Eve. I like Eve's...
I mean, they do show you the strategy. Like, they give you, like, diagrams and stuff. And, like, they'll zoom in and, like, do, like, the computer what do you call it? Not CG, but like the computer like graphic of like where the ball's gonna go and like here's what they're trying to do. So if you really, really like golf, then watch this anime. But other than that, it's not like it's okay,
For being a thing about golf, though, they do make it kind of interesting because obviously if you watch an anime about golf, it's like that could be really boring. But
I feel like golf always has to have comedy.
Yeah, it has to have comedy, or it has to have this ridiculousness to make it
or like
interesting.
Something supernatural, like Legend of Bagger Vance or something.
Yeah, this is kind of there's definitely some weird like Kamehameha shit happening in here, but yeah, I don't think I'll keep watching. I it's interesting enough. Like I want to kind of see like how ridiculous I can get with it, but like I don't know. We'll see. I'll give it a few more probably, and then we'll see.
Yeah, same. All right, Danny, I think that's it for...
Well, wait, hold on. Danny,
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it. Okay, got it. Okay.
Let's move on.
Favorite OPs and EDs real quick.
So that was our batch for this week.
Yeah.
OPs and EDs.
Excuse me. Nick, you go first, I guess.
Oh, my show sheet is frozen. My OP was your boy Kongming from the show. I can't pull it up because my page froze.
Cheeky cheeky bum bum.
That is definitely the catchiest OP so far.
Yeah, the dancing animation makes it.
And the
so
dancing
good.
animation is really good. Yeah, it has a really good song and a really good animation. So great Sakuga.
Yeah.
Great animation.
Mm-hmm.
They're dancing around. I like how they're doing the different styles of dance too. Like they're doing the Kongming, like super old-fashioned dance. Not even old-fashioned. That's like ancient. He's like 2,000 years old or whatever.
Like a Chinese theater ritual, kind of like opera, Chinese opera. Yeah.
And they mix it up, and like they got all these different outfits like flashing on the screen and stuff, and like glasses and just blinged out Kongming, and it's fucking great. So that's fine.
Yeah. My favorite OP was Mixed Nuts by Official Hige Dandism for Spy Family, because they went literally nuts with it. Honestly, like the different colors and really creative.
I love the song. The song's cute too.
Yeah, Official
I think
Hige
it's a
Dandism.
super generic song. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
Really great animation though.
I think Official Hige Dandism is perfect for it because they're really good at mixing, like jazz and rock and like modern rock, and so they did Crybaby from Tokyo Revengers, but even just the animation.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, and so like even just the animations, like the transitions and the creativity that goes into the opening, I think I love. I
really love the style and animation of it.
Yeah. What about you, Danny? Favorite OP?
See, this is really hard because I like both of your picks.
Yeah, we kind of picked all the good ones.
Do it, Danny. You know what to choose.
Can I choose both?
No. One pick.
I like them both, though. I really like them both. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna go with Spy Family because that yes. No, I am going with Spy Family.
I will say it's a slightly above average song.
Slightly.
I'll revise my score of the song. It's slightly above average.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think it just takes a while to get going. It doesn't get to the chorus for a while.
Yeah, but honestly, my real answer is both. I love them both. But if I had to choose, it would be Spy Family.
Spy Family? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Edie, Nick?
Edie. So I chose from the show Skeleton Knight in Another World, Bokura ga I can't pronounce it. Bokura ga Oroka Danante Dara ga Ita by Dialogue Plus.
Dialogue Plus. Imagine having that cool of a band name. Dialogue Plus. Yeah, that song is legit.
That song is a bop, dude.
The ED is your typical ED, kind of a little.
Yeah, the animation is like decent, but yeah, the song is like whoo, whoo.
Yeah, that's where it's at. But yeah, that's also my favorite ED. So I couldn't think of another one. That was the one I remembered the most. So
it's just like the chorus of the girls. Like immediately, it starts out like hype. It's like this like it's like heartbeat,
Right. Danny, favorite ED?
I'm gonna go with your boy Kongming ED by 96 Neko and a couple other people. It was just cute. I like the little chibiness of them. It's super simple because it just shows, little chibis of like the bartender and everyone else just at the bar, and random people just walk around and stuff or sit at the bar and stuff. So it's just cute. It really sets the tone of the show as well.
Nice wrap up of what's going on.
Yeah,
premise wrap up or whatever.
Yeah. The OP definitely hypes you up for what you're about to witness in this episode, and then the ED kind of wraps it up.
Nice little sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. There's the first batch of spring 2022 first impressions. We will bring you the next batch next week, obviously. Let us know what you're liking so far. Favorite OPs, EDs, anyone? What's your favorite shit? Let us know.
I don't think anything's beating Kongming for that OP.
Honestly, yeah. And
I don't know. We
yeah,
still
and
have
if we
our
missed
second
anything,
batch.
let us know too, and we can try and cover it next week. But yeah, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed that. I love you guys very much. Thanks for listening every week. I've been Sam. That's been Nick. That's been Danny. And we've been the Anime Summit Podcast.